Hey guys, Charles Cooper here, otherwise known as Thrasymachus on Twitter. This is going to be a very quick tutorial on conversational Twitter. That is to say, how to use Twitter very quickly so you can join a Twitter chat. Most of these icons up here in the upper left and upper right are going to be consistent, whether you're using an iPhone, iPad. I'm on my laptop right now. To compose, you'll simply click here. To add any commentary to a chat, you're going to use the hashtag. This makes your term not only searchable, but it contributes to the flow of that particular conversation, which is usually organized by the hashtag. In this case, we're going to add Gorilla Ed, and that's the Region 11 digital learning conversation that's going to happen every Thursday from 8:30 to 9 o'clock. Also keep in mind you can add multiple hashtags. So what this means is, if you simply say hello and click send, this will be sent to all three of these conversations. So anybody participating in a TextEduChat, EdChat, or Gorilla Ed chat will see you saying hello. I will go ahead and send this tweet. And this is what it's going to look like right there. Then if you wanted to click on one of these hashtags, let's do EdChat for example, that's going to actually take us to the EdChat chat that's going on right now. It's streaming live, and even though there's not a live, I forget when EdChat happens, I want to say it's on Tuesday nights, but whenever it is, this is going to be less active when you don't have a scheduled chat, but people still tend to post links to blogs and articles. They still share experiences and ideas, so it is very useful to jump into these streams every once in a while just to see what's going on in that particular chat. Now let's say that you want to send a message to a particular person and also to a chat conversation. Then we're going to go over here to compose the conversation, and again this does the exact same thing. This button in the upper right hand corner and this area, same thing. So we're going to send a message to a couple people. And then we're going to add the hashtag. So now what we're doing in this particular comment, or tweet rather, is we're sending hello to Rory Peacock and Heather Cooper, as well as to the Gorilla Ed chat stream, so that anybody in this chat stream is going to see our post, and it's going to go to these two accounts. So that's a little bit of tailoring. If you want someone to definitely read what it is that you're tweeting, or if you're commenting back to a particular person within a Twitter chat, you would do something like this. And then of course if you want to send a link to an article to, let's say, these two people and everybody in this chat, you would set up your tweet something like this. And keep in mind that when you're on Twitter, anything and everything that you put in this box is going to be public. So even though you've got Rory Peacock, Heather Cooper, and Gorilla Ed, hashtag Gorilla Ed, this is actually going to be open to anybody and everybody on the planet. You're just making sure that it gets sent to these three particular locations. The only way, so we're going to go ahead and click tweet, and that sends that message out to my pals and my wife actually. The only way to send a private message is to go to this icon, direct message. When you send a direct message, that's going to be closed off from the rest of the world, and it's going to be between you and the other participant, and that's it. So sending a direct message is the only way to really send a private message, but keep in mind it's not 100% private in the sense that anybody can take a screenshot and then tweet that out if you say something that's disrespectful or inappropriate. So let's say you want to participate in Gorilla Ed on Thursdays from 8:30 to 9. You're going to have a couple options. One is to go to this search bar, put in hashtag Gorilla Ed. The L's are ones. We'll hit enter, and that's going to pull up the chat. The other thing you can do is if you see a hashtag that you're interested in exploring the commentary or the conversation within that hashtag, simply click on the hashtag and that'll take you straight to that conversation. And then you can scroll up and down and take a look at all of the archived conversations or all of the archived commentary, really ad infinitum, forever. You can go back and scroll and see what people were saying in Gorilla Ed a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 months ago. And the last thing I would say to you is just make sure that you follow. If you see people tweeting things that are very interesting to you, or the same person keeps tweeting really interesting links to articles, make sure to follow them. And the way to do that, at least on this desktop version, is to click on the person's name and then simply click follow. And now every time this particular person, Chris Couch, posts anything, it's going to show up in my stream, which is going to be basically my home page. So I'll click on home, and then every time Chris tweets anything out, whether it's a link or a simple commentary or a picture of his backyard, it's going to pop up in this area on my desktop version. Okay, I hope that was instructive. Please do not be afraid to jump in and at least say hi during these Twitter conversations. They're horribly enriching. They're awesome. They're going to become addictive, I promise you. Email me at ccooper@esc11.net, or simply send me a tweet at Thrasymachus, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions. Thank you.